Hey YouTube, thanks for checking out RV Daydream, and as the title suggests, we finally got the RV finished. Yeah, it's been a while. So let's talk about it a little bit, and then we're going to show you guys.
What have you been up to?
I've been riding on a daydream. So I'm assuming that this title of the video may draw in some new subscribers, or some new viewers, I should say, hopefully subscribers. So I want to backtrack a little bit, so for you guys that have been with us for a while, you can skip over this. I'm basically going to talk about the RV a little bit in general and the other stuff that was done to it. Where to begin? When we got the RV, we only paid a couple $1,000s for it, and it needed a new roof. We didn't think that we were going to have to do much but just repair a little corner, and that's the first time that we learned how much damage could really be done that doesn't look bad.
You can see I have a tarp on my camper, and the reason is the roof is bad. So we're going to take a look at that. We got a disaster. That's what we have. It's nothing crazy. It just looks bad. I wanted to show you what it looks like the rest of the camper. Of course, this area here has already been taken out for the most part, and there's the first support I just started. And if you look down through here, it's a lot more than I expected. Okay, so I've gotten into this quite a bit now. Back to this, these are the braces that I need to secure. And I was thinking about it, and I don't know if I'm going to use carriage bolts now. I might just screw these into the wood to get them fastened. You can see we've pulled off a piece of plywood over there. Some of the wood's really good, some of it definitely needs replaced. But I'm going to remove all this wood. We've got new wood to replace it with. And that's these pieces here, and then the trusses, they just butt up against this, and whenever those trusses are all doctored up, we'll be back in business as far as putting the plywood on. Still a good frame underneath here. Now I would be concerned if the walls of the camper were rotted going down, but they're not. They're very solid all the way down. There's nothing going on. We're back, and I got all the braces in. You can see them all there. They're there also. And I rebuilt that back corner. Here we are so far. You can see we have to add some insulation in a couple of places that I did. And that corner, I still can't get a good shot of that. You can see I've already got one piece of wood down. I've got another one cut, getting ready to go over this area right here. What I got to do now is cut a couple holes. One for the bathroom skylight vent fan, one for the air conditioner, and then one for the living room vent. The rubber roof's in that box, believe it or not. It's 22 foot by 9 foot. It's all in the box. We got the roof on. There's some bubbles that are in here, but apparently they're going to work their way out. If you push on them, they kind of go away. Okay, YouTube, I've got everything caulked on here with lap sealant, except for the bead that I have to do on both of the rails. But everything, the vents are in. Last you seen this was open rafters, and we now put insulation in. We went to Lowe's and bought this, I don't even know what this stuff was called. We'll have to look that up, but it's really nice and it's thin. It's real easy to work with. We've got it all up. There's insulation behind the walls. I installed the stereo and got rid of that old nasty thing that was in there that barely worked. There's the speakers. There's speakers there. And we'll go to the back where all the roof repair was. Now the trim I have up here, it did a pretty good job. There's still some gaps, but I'm not a cabinet maker. I don't know how to do trim, and I just threw it up there. Of course, there's a couple speakers back here now. So we replaced the entire roof, all new wood, all new rubber, and I actually had to repair some trusses. Now I probably wouldn't have done any of that work if the walls were bad or if the floor was bad, but for the most part it was in pretty good shape, so that's why we did what we did. And as far as the outside then, we didn't do much to it. We made the thing mechanically sound. So over all these last few years, stuff we've done has included replacing the refrigerator, which we did a video on all this stuff. Replaced the water pump. We've replaced the toilet inside. We have made modifications inside. We made modifications on the outside. We painted the outside of the RV, just the lower half.
just a Rust-Oleum roller job, and it holds up really well. We was really impressed with that. We replaced the awning. I added an awning. It didn't even have an awning when we got it. It had been ripped off, so we added an awning. We've since replaced the awning material because the awning we bought used was in pretty rough shape. We added a tank cover. We added LED tail lights. We put brand new tires on it, and we've camped in it. We went camping, went on a couple trips, and it's been doing us pretty good. And we started thinking that maybe we wanted to buy a new RV.
So in January, we went to the RV show.
Yeah, January we went to the RV show. Prior to that, we jumped around to a bunch of the different dealerships looking at RVs, and we found some stuff that we liked. But the problem is some of these RVs, you know, you're talking anywhere from $26,000 on the low end of things to $45,000. What we were having a hard time was our RV was doing such a good job for us, and we were doing so much to try to match a lot of the features that the ones that we were finding that we really liked, you know, we couldn't justify the thousands, the tens of thousands of dollars that it was going to take to move into that. So knowing that the RV was structurally sound and that I could make repairs on it, we decided to go ahead and make it ours and let it last us for a little while, see how long we can go with it. So that's what we're into here. We're going into show you what we finally finished on the inside, and man, like I said, there was a lot of work that was involved, and we drug it out. We could have worked harder, longer, but we drug it out, and we took our time, and there was a lot of thinking that we had to do too of how far we wanted to go with it. And this is a compromise. We could have gone even further, but this is a pretty good compromise. We've got what we wanted, and one of the major things that, you know, main things and major things that we had an issue with was the seating inside. We didn't have enough seating. We had one jackknife couch and a real small dinette table, so we wanted to change that. Plus, the interior was very dark. Not all the windows had blinds on them. We had some paper blinds on one, and we had a roll down blind in the back, and it had curtains in it, and it had this ugly carpet that was really bad in there.
Pink.
Yeah, it was pink. And we wanted to change those things. We knew that for sure. As far as the interior being dark, that was the other thing. Very, very dark. But there was, again, compromises. For example, the shower. We didn't do anything with the shower. The shower is a yellowing shower, like all these old plastics. People talk about, oh, you can paint it and all that stuff. And everything that we read, like I said, it was a compromise. We decided not to do anything with the shower color. So when we go in here, you're going to see a yellow shower. We don't have a problem with that. But we made a lot of other changes. So now that the rain is stopped, finally, we're going to head out there and show you what we did. So here it is, all finished. Now, as far as the material, again, this is a compromise thing. We were concerned with trying to find an upholsterer for these seats, and that wasn't going to happen because they're expensive. So we found sheets that matched. These are fitted sheets. We pulled them tight. They're going to do the job. And again, we do this stuff on a budget. This one here has got a separate cover, a microfiber cover, of course, the fitted thing. You can see we covered it up. And this is that love seat that we bought. So I went ahead and cut a piece of wood here and made a panel that is opened up. Heidi did all this burlap work. She did all the burlap on all the balances. You can see here. And of course she added some little flair. And as far as the colors, I like them. They're kind of neutral. They're nothing real crazy. This color kind of stands out. We wanted to tie this in. That's what the burlap is for. This is a gray strip. And then the burlap kind of matches some of the strings that are inside here. But this is our extra seating. Now, I did the carpet, and don't laugh. This is a really decent peel and stick carpet, and even with the humidity and everything, this stuff ain't moving. I mean, I was surprised. I thought we was going to have to glue it. I had to make this transition strip out of a straight strip. I had to make little cuts in it. I've got some photos of that stuff. We'll try to put it in here. As far as the blinds, Man, these are Bally blinds. They're steel blinds from the factory, and we tried to look at pricing to replace them, and they're expensive. So you may see some little dents and dings on here. I don't care. I mean, just this one blind was $90 to replace. So, you know, that wasn't going to happen. This one never had a blind, or it had one at some point, but we never had it. So we bought these no string blinds, which we like these. That's it. You just lift them and they stay wherever you drop them at. So that's kind of nice. We don't have much of a problem with this one in the securement. You can see it's a billow. It's supposed to help with heat because the way insulation works is air gap, and basically there's an air gap. So hopefully it'll stay pretty cool. Of course, you can see all the new LED lights. That adds a lot to the RV as far as the brightness. We put LEDs in here too, even though these run off 110. Heidi's little chalkboard deal she put together. Yes, everybody pay attention. If there's one thing we want you to see in this entire video, we painted the air conditioning cover. The air conditioning cover is not yellow anymore. I had to make that repair up here, but it's not yellow. All the cabinets, Heidi's painted inside, every single one of them. She put contact paper on the backs of the doors. I got a new thermostat installed, a little 2-wire deal. Of course, a lot of you already seen the countertop and the sink situation and the stove. I went ahead and added the button here for the igniter. So that's all we got to do to ignite it now. We are in the process again. We're not completely finished, but we're pretty close to being finished. We need to make a door for this. We would like to have a door on there. The steel blinds, of course, you can see, you know, they're there. Heidi got this burlap situation going on again here. I replaced the little tiny 194 bulb or whatever it was in there. I put a couple of LEDs. So now we've got a little bit brighter, and yes, we did a backsplash. Go figure that out. This stuff is brutal. It's nice. It just adheres on there with some quick grab, and yeah, it's better than what it was. We were thinking about just leaving it plain, but we didn't. We listened to everybody. Everybody said, "Oh, I think you need a backsplash." Well, we did a backsplash. So as far as our seating area now, we definitely have bigger table, more room for my computer, and whatever else may go in here. I've got a mount that actually mounts to the table, and one of the monitors that goes on the mount, the laptop is one monitor, the other is going to be another monitor mount. That'll be our TV in here because it's a 4K monitor. So there's no reason we can't use it as a TV when I'm not using it for work. And we haven't mounted a TV in the back yet, but we will. Also pay attention, everybody's worried about my generator. We have a carbon monoxide detector there.
×2.
We have a
×3.
Yeah, carbon monoxide detector down there. And then we have one in the back too. Now we're going into the bathroom. And bright, that's all I can say. This thing is bright in here. We showed you the curtain rod the other day. We really like that. We got this curtain. It's a 48-inch curtain, and we cut it down then to fit because it's not, you know, our shower's really goofy. I don't know if you guys, again, the shower, we did not paint. We didn't do anything to the shower. We haven't even touched it. It's just cleaned. But yeah, we got these clips to hold the fabric in place, and you can see why we have such a hard time with curtains. So we've got clips again down here to hold the fabric in place, and it's all because of this faucet. We have to access this faucet and the wheel well steps. So this curtain will do us fine. We'll end up putting Velcro dots on the shower curtain, so whenever we climb in the shower, we can just stick it to the Velcro. That's what these are here for. They've been there for years, and yeah, that's going to work out good for us. And then, of course, this moves back out of the way. So there's the bathroom, and there I am. I'm kind of hot and sweaty. All right. More carpet. We had to redo the carpet. Now, this is the one thing we didn't touch. We left that. We thought about painting it, changing color, whatever, and we decided not to. It was too much. But the carpet in here, again, it's all peel and stick, and it does a pretty good job. I mean, it's very comfortable. It's got a padding already on it, and basically we have wall-to-wall carpet. Now, we don't want carpet throughout the entire RV. We just wanted carpet where it was before, because when we sit at that table in there and have dinner, I'm working, whatever, I really like having the carpet underneath my feet, especially when it's cold out. But it's all finished. And then Heidi's little addition there. And we didn't even have a valance back here. I had to make that valance out of a piece of wood. And we kept the blind that we had in here originally. And then this blind here used just to be a roll down blind, and it was pink and blue or something. It was,
Yeah.
but this is the same as what we have in the other side. It's the exact same thing. You just like that. Wherever you stop, it stops. It's kind of nice. We kind of like that. Again, no TV yet here, but there will be a TV mounted. And we did keep our softer LEDs back there for our lights, our over the bed lights. So that's it. This is our new RV. This is I don't even know how much money we spent on this.
Everybody's gonna ask. I know that somebody had made comment that will come down the road.
So we had to kind of hurry this together, and there was things, again, we compromised, but this is good for us. This is the way we want it. But as far as the money, yeah, I mean, this wasn't crazy money. I mean, this is less than a down payment on a new one, and it's not a new RV, but you know what? I mean, just look around. Yeah, I mean, this is going to do us okay. Again, we'll see how long this lasts and how long it takes for us to get bored. Next RV show we go to, we might decide, oh man, we need something different.
We need to find a better way to buy an RV than an RV show.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Wasn't impressed. So we're all done here, and this is the reveal finally. So we'll keep this video short. We've got a bunch of stuff still planned, so stay tuned, and so glad that you guys stayed with us. Again, I know we held off a little bit on this reveal, but we wanted to get it done and finished so you guys could see instead of bits and pieces.
As always, hope to see you out there.
Bye.
Bye.